Bulls in the 90s. I think greatest dynasty of all time. Y'all can talk all y'all want to about who's the greatest and the best team and all this. Golden State is stacking the team with MVPs. It was Michael Jordan and this little dude named Scottie Pippen that wasn't even recruited.
No.
In college, he was the towel boy. Would they have won if Jordan would have stayed against the Rockets? Akeem Olajuwon is probably my second favorite player.
I think Jordan would have got it done.
You both of them.
I think Jordan would have got it done.
That's a rough one, brother.
That's why I'm upset. I used to defend Scottie. My barber hated Scottie Pippen's.
Oh no, my old barber Rick would be like, "Oh, Isiah Thomas, real man. Joe Dumars, real man. Michael Jordan, real man. Scott Pippen, he a." I'm like, damn, Johnny, I gonna play him like that, Rick.
Oh man, Scottie got skilled. Man, I don't give a damn. He a man. You see that? When that happened, you like, see what I'm saying? See what I'm talking about? He was just proving the right. If I bet if I watched that with him, he would tell me the exact same.
What up, y'all? This is Growing Up Shy. Been growing up things, everything about Chicago. Go back. This is Growing Up Shy, where we talk about everything in Chicago, man. Celebrities, all the major events.
Hot dogs,
foods, everything.
Yes.
Today, though. What?
Okay.
What?
I know we're talking about the Bulls, but
I had an unveiling for the title. I was building up, and you just...
I'm wrong.
You ruined it, dog.
I'm wrong. Okay, go, Ronnie, go.
Okay, this is Growing Up Shy, everything Chicago.
Yes.
We grew up in Chicago. We saw it's about all things past, present, and future. We're going to talk about the past real quick.
Yes.
That involves sports.
Yes.
One of the greatest dynasties of all time.
Come on.
In sports, it's got to be the Chicago Bulls.
Yes.
Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen.
Yes.
Bill Winnington, Ed Neely.
Yes.
Who the hell is Ed Neely?
Bill
Cartwright. B.J. Armstrong.
Will Purdue.
Stacey King.
Come on.
Put some butter with that roll. You don't watch the Bulls now? He the commentator. Butter with that roll.
Woo.
Man, look him, man. Dude, man.
Luke Longley.
Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
Even Horace Grant. But I think that basketball. I think basketball is a great game I played. I came in the league with Scottie Pippen. Yeah.
The Darth Vader of basketball.
We love him. Shout out to Horace Grant if he's watching.
Yes. Yeah. Please don't kill me.
Has Horace Grant ever gotten into a fight? No.
He's still a large man, and I was making fun of him.
They don't shrink, though.
He could kill me.
All right. Chicago Bulls in the 90s, man.
Yes.
Made me proud, though. This is why I'm Bulls fan for life right now, man. Because I was there when Dave Corzine and Quentin Daly. Quentin Daly was on cocaine. Like, he had just missed games. He had cocaine powder using as point guard. Say that shit fast. Cocaine powder as you point guard. I can't even say it. He's on that cocaine powder. Him and Orlando Woods may rest in peace, but they were getting... Man, rest in peace. Both my niggas. Orlando Woods just passed away. Rest in peace to Orlando Woods. Jawan Oldham and all those guys.
Oh, God.
They had the third worst record in the NBA.
Yeah.
Then here he come, man. Then he came in. Portland was some dumb-ass people because they gave Chicago Michael Air Jordan. And it all started right then.
Yeah.
And you know what? They ain't played the Bulls a lot on TV.
No.
So I didn't even, I'm like, what's the hype behind this dude? Got the shoes and stuff. You will see him sometime, but it ain't like now. Like the game is on every day now. We get to see LeBron every game. And
that's because of him. That's because of him.
Yes.
That really is. I mean, people don't like. I used to go to a barbershop with my stepfather, and then my mom would take me or whatever, my cousin, but you would sit there and they would play the Cubs all the time. They would even get into playing
all day. Cubs ain't have no night games.
No, yeah, they would even get into playing the Sox. But they started playing the Bulls, and I'm talking about WGN. They started playing the Bulls on the regular.
Right.
Subsequent to Air Jordan.
Bulls is on Channel 32.
That's right. That's right. But WGN started pulling, they lobbied for that.
Right.
Because Channel 32, that was WFLD. It wasn't Fox yet. Fox hadn't bought those yet.
Right.
So it was a UHF channel.
Right.
Right? It was what you call a scrub channel.
And then
the
next
prime
year,
channels were the single digit channels, right? Next thing you know, here comes Channel 9, which I still take my hat off to WGN because it's Channel 9 no matter where the hell you go.
Oh, yeah. WGN
in
is
the
around.
world. WGN is Channel 9.
Yeah. Soul Train.
Yeah. So, anyway.
That's another
thing.
Okay.
But they lobbied and won the contract or rights for the Bulls broadcast. And then again, Jordan kept doing it, and then it became a regular thing. And so if y'all watching the Bulls games now, when things don't go our way, the whole reason that they're sticking with it is they're waiting for another resurgence of and I say another, I know somebody out there is just like me. They went, what do you mean another? A resurgence isn't, no, I mean another resurgence because when, unfortunately, his father passed and he went away, there was already a resurgence when he came back to the game. Again, still during the 90s.
But Scottie Pippen was
He came back to the game.
But Scottie Pippen was there.
Yes. But that was the resurgence of Jordan and that, that thing. And so I think what they're waiting on is another resurgence.
We had it.
Yeah.
It's gone.
And
they treated him like crap.
Again.
D Rose is gone.
Again, they want another resurgence.
You can't keep getting that.
I think they're testing that theory.
I think they don't know what they're doing right now. But we ain't talking about that now. We talking about the 90s.
The 90s were.
How proud were you to go in other cities?
Oh wow!
When they were winning,
we were the champs. We were and you couldn't deny them.
Right?
You couldn't deny them. I mean, because and this is no shade on Doug Collins. I think he did the best he could, and I get what he was trying to do. I disagree with the then as I do now. Doesn't make him a bad person, but once they got rid of him, and I was sitting in a barbershop, and I remember this old man said, because I'm not kidding, Jordan was playing, and there were like 10 guys guarding him.
Not 10 guys guarding, it's 5 people.
That's hyperbole.
Okay.
That's
5 people.
That's hyperbole.
Detroit Pistons, they had to clear the bench.
That's an exaggeration for literary, for effect. But this old man said, no, they got to get rid of him because he's putting too much on this man's shoulders. And he was, I think.
Yeah.
And then Phil came, and of course Tex went, and
they were all still there. Doug was the only one fighting.
No, what I mean, I don't mean brought in, but I mean stepped up. I'm sorry. You're right. So everybody got to step up, and they enacted this holistic approach,
right? Which
was the team approach, which endured for year after year after year,
right?
And that was the beginning of the show that I remember where even when it didn't look, remember them in the Sonics? You had
96.
Peyton, yeah, and I didn't have anything against Gary Payton, I didn't. But I was so mad. I would watch as it was coming to a head. I would watch Gary Payton, and I was afraid. I said, man, I don't know what we're going to do. Because Payton was...
Gary Payton?
He was good, man. He was good. He was.
Yeah.
He was. And I'm always, once I have something, and we had the championship. So once I have something, I'm always afraid who's going to take it from me.
Oh. I wasn't concerned about them. The only one I was kind of concerned going into is when in 93 when they played they played Phoenix.
Yeah.
I thought then, but they went there and won the first 2 games. So I was like, this is gonna be easy. And then they lost 2 games because they had the 2-3-2 format.
What messed me up there, I was worried for a minute, and then when Charles Barkley was talking crap after they were supposed to close out here, and Phoenix won. That's when he said, "Well, we thought we were gonna have to save Chicago." Remember? You remember that?
He said he's gonna save Chicago.
Well, because the cops were lining up in the streets.
Oh yeah.
So he was making, and I just remember thinking, because I played sports in high school as much as no one believes that, and I was actually pretty good at some things. But I remember coaches saying, when you have a good day, you don't talk junk. You know what I mean?
This is why Charles Barkley's never won anything.
That's what I'm just saying. Not to the it just made it was weird to me that you would have a good day and then proceed to talk trash like that when you're down. You're not ahead. You're down.
But you know what happened after that.
Yeah, I know.
But you know what happened when they got on the plane?
No, what?
Jordan got on the plane and he said he didn't bring a change of clothes. He said, "Look, if y'all think we gonna win this game, get the fuck off here." And that's what a leader is.
See, but that's what I'm saying is, and that's why you don't talk junk, because I gotta believe that Jordan heard what Barkley was saying. You don't antagonize your enemy like that. If you winning, shut the fuck up. Especially if you know that you're not as good as the other people. Why are you antagonizing them?
Yes.
Unless you get to bring baseball bats and knock the kneecaps out. The fuck? Of course Jordan did that because he's a competitor. You ever hear some of those outtakes of him on the court?
Yeah.
Talking shit. He had the squeaky clean image, but he was a competitor.
Mike is an asshole.
Yes.
That's what makes
that
era great because compared to now,
the
era compared to now, there are these fucking soft ass. I like the NBA. I love the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
There's no competition. Why are you going to play with your damn friends?
Right.
LeBron talking about he's the GOAT, the greatest of all time. He says this without stuttering. He says this. I probably would give him that. I'm from Chicago. I would probably give him that mantle.
If what?
If he never went to play with Dwayne Wade. If he never left Cleveland and stayed there, and Chris Paul would have came, and Bosh probably would have came down there,
and you make your adjustments. You make your adjustments.
But he wins where he is.
Right.
You keep changing your damn teams, man.
Right.
No love for that.
Which is easy to do. Anybody could do, and I agree with that because what the Bulls did. And what Jordan did, I remember he threw a pass. I don't remember which, but I remember he threw a pass hot and heavy down the middle to Luke Longley once. And Luke wasn't ready, and he missed it. And he pointed at that man, walked from midcourt all the way down to the baseline where Luke was. And he didn't yell at him. He didn't yell.
Mm.
But he spoke to him. And you could see in Luke Longley's face, yeah, he messed up. But what you can also see, and I used to say this and I still say it, even if you're dressing somebody down, if I tell you you're supposed to catch that, and I sell it to you and I make you believe it,
right?
Then you're going to catch the next one.
If
I make you believe, I'm not taking anything away from that.
Michael Jordan's ass.
No. I went to Dominican University for 2 years, and there was a Michael Jordan camp at Dominican University when I was going there, and so right. I'm with you. Right. But at the same time, there's something to be said for telling someone, and even in what we do with entertainment, sometimes you tell someone, dude, you shut up, you can do this. And if you sell it the right way, they'll do it.
He talking about Michael Jordan. He's the best player in the game. He tell you to do it, you better fucking do it.
But at the same time, hold on. He's the best player of the game. If he tells you to do it, there's a part of you believing that if the best player in the game is telling me to do something, he would know if I couldn't do it. If I couldn't do it, he wouldn't be telling me to do it.
First of all, you're a professional athlete. You need to be fucking running anyway.
I hear that.
You know what I'm saying? But Michael ain't just talk to them. He gave Steve Kerr a black eye. He hit Will Perdue in the jaw.
Right.
He done cursed all kind of people out. Right. He done wrecked the damn locker room because they lost.
Right.
They kept that dude safe. We didn't know about these stories till after that.
But again,
but he's just a hell of a competitor, and that's why he did.
Again, psychologically, here's the deal. What happens is, why would you go through all that if you didn't believe that the people could actually perform? Why are you going to be mad? You're mad because you believe that I can do this. That's all I'm saying. I'm not taking anything away from him being an asshole. I'm with you on that. But it's the same reason why that Bobby Knight shit works for some people.
Right.
You wouldn't be throwing a chair at me if you really didn't think I could do this.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying, for those listening, listen clearly. I am not saying that is healthy. I am not saying that is the way to do things. I am not saying that is right. But I am saying that psychologically some people are that way, and they're susceptible to that. If you yell at them enough and tell them, we just talked about that on another episode. Do you have to whoop all your kids? We just talked about that. It's a certain way to do it. There's a certain mentality.
And not saying that you got to be extra soft to people.
That's right.
But there's some people you can just say, hey, I need you to do this. You need to be ready.
Yes.
You got to take respect. I shouldn't have to hit you in the head. You are a professional basketball player. You need to be ready to play.
I'm with you.
Just because you tall don't mean you don't have to work.
Yeah.
That's when Kobe got that from Mike. He's the dude Shaq like that. Dude, yes. You work, I give you the ball.
Right. If you're not working,
I'm not giving you the ball.
Fuck you doing?
Right. This is growing up shy.
Yeah.
We talking about the Bulls in the 90s. We got to bring this up. We talking about the Bulls in the 90s.
What?
The Detroit Pistons.
Oh, God. Those motherfuckers.
Is that? Man, dude, they would not have won any championships in the 2000s. Because Stephen Curry probably been in the hospital. Steph Curry been in the hospital. If they would play like that, he would have been in the hospital.
No.
They would have hurt him
or
on purpose.
They had to get. I mean, those motherfuckers. I don't even think they would have, because there are would they even met it out there? I don't know.
So what?
Would they have even made it out there?
I don't think they would have. But you know what? They used to be a really high scoring team. They were really
because they played hockey on a basketball court.
Before they started playing like that, they were a high scoring team. Isiah Thomas was probably one of the best players in the NBA.
Yeah.
But they were like, it's cool to score, but we need to stop them. And then we're gonna intimidate them. We're gonna do this and that.
Bill Laimbeer
had
Laimbeer.
He's from our fair state of Illinois.
Bill Laimbeer.
And this dude didn't care about nothing. He was a rich kid who acted like he was from the streets.
Well, no, and this is this is something that's kept quiet about a lot of rich kids. Is a lot of rich kids. There's and I'm not saying that Bill Laimbeer is. I have never met the man. I don't know him. But a lot of rich kids are fucking sociopaths. The same way a lot of street kids are fucking sociopaths.
That's because he's crazy.
No, they're crazy.
It wasn't.
They're sociopaths. They don't give a fuck
the thing about him,
what you need, what you want. They don't care.
The thing about him that it wasn't just him.
No.
He the one that stood out.
No, and that's where. And I don't have anything against Chuck Daly. God bless him. Whatever, but what that motherfucker did is he put a lot of sociopaths together on the same team.
He got them all from the street.
It was like a justice. It was an anti-justice league of fucking basketball.
He combed all the taverns and bars across America. You want to play basketball?
I call upon all the folks who don't give a fuck.
Let me see you.
Come forward now.
Can you grab a rebound and knock the shit out of people?
Yes.
That's what happened.
Or knock the shit out of people and grab a rebound.
Yeah, it was a lot of them, man.
And he sat there. If you watch those tapes, he didn't give a fuck.
But you know where it all
He
started.
didn't give a fuck.
You know where that started from.
Huh.
Game 3, 1989. The Bulls are in the NBA Conference Finals. Now, they talk about Mike could have had 8 if he didn't retire. He could have had 8 anyway if these guys didn't start playing like this.
Okay.
Because they could have beat the Lakers back then.
Yeah.
But Game 3, Mike hits a game winner. You can see it on the thing. And Isiah Thomas talks about this. He said he sat up at the lakefront the whole night trying to figure out how to stop this guy. And he said he ran home, he grabbed the phone, told Joe Dumars, I know how to stop them.
That's right.
And he told them, yo, we don't let him get in the hole at all.
Yes.
Whatever we got to do, we got these many fouls.
That's right.
And they can't beat us without him.
That's right.
And that was it.
That was the beginning. That's right.
I
forgot about that.
That was it.
I forgot about that.
Shut up, Eli. Yeah. Yeah. So that was it. And
hey, what's up, cuz?
Yeah. That was it. But then 2 seasons of that crap. They still went 6 games. Then the next year they went 7. Scottie Pippen had the migraine headache when everybody still considered him as a little bitch. But Scottie Pippen is amazing.
I would not,
we love Scottie Pippen.
I would not describe him.
No, my old barber Rick would be like, oh, Isiah Thomas, real man. Joe Dumars, real man. Michael Jordan, real man. Scottie Pippen, he a bitch. I'm like, damn, Johnny, I gonna play him like that, Rick. And Rick like, I don't give a damn. He a bitch.
I'm 8 feet tall. I'm not what the fuck you talking about?
Yeah. Scottie Pippen will grab you by the face.
Right. Scottie, if you're out there.
No, we love Scottie Pippen.
Hey.
We love Scottie. But yeah, they
come by anytime.
But they finally got over the hump. And 91, they walked off the court. Remember this?
Yeah.
And they always talk about the whole team walked. The whole team didn't walk off.
No, that's not true.
John Sally and Joe Dumars said, congratulations. But they want to show Isiah Thomas as well by Bill Laimbeer, of course. And boom, thus 6 titles. And that's all that need to be wrote.
Yes. I think, for me, the biggest games in the championship series were the first year.
What were you when they first won? Were you watching the game?
Oh yeah,
I was not watching the game.
The first year that they won against the Lakers. What?
No, he just said Rick was hard on Scottie.
Oh
yeah, go ahead.
The first year that they won, my family is we're a merchant family, so we do a lot of sales and merchandising. And my parents,
they made T-shirts and hung out by the ramp.
My mother had we had a T-shirt cart, and we didn't know it, but the logo was not licensed properly. So we actually we made the paper in the Chicago Tribune, the Metro section. We made the paper because we got shut down, and we got a picture taken of us with us trying to sell our T-shirts.
You need that. Throw that on Instagram.
Huh?
Throw that on Instagram. Throwback Thursday.
I have to find it, but
okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
But no, so because of that, we were not out selling shit. We were at home watching on TV when they won.
I was out. I didn't think they'd win Game 5 in L.A. Me and my friend Mike were riding around, and it was a school day. Like, what the fuck? They don't win. They don't win when they come back to Chicago.
Right.
We riding around, and we in the car. We riding past the Chicago Stadium. And they're like, oh, the Bulls win. I'm like, oh, we outside. And then I had to go home because I had to go to school the next day. So my boy Mike picked up my boy E, and they rolled around. And, man, you missed it last night. I'm like, oh, that go punk-ass school. But I was at Game 2 when Jordan did the move.
Oh.
I was there, but we was in the top row. And I think I snapped the picture, and my dad would not give me the copy of that damn picture.
Why not?
Because I'm not going to call him that. He's a good man.
All right,
and I'm being sarcastic.
Let's move forward.
I'm being sarcastic when I say he's a good man.
Let's move forward.
Yeah, but they were out there, though. The second year I was outside. It was the day after I graduated high school. We out there kicking it. Third one, we were shot. We were out on Stony Island. It was packed. Yeah, and then I remember the fourth one, my cousin's sunroof, we on top of that, and I'm sitting on top of the sunroof, and I didn't know the glass can break while you sitting on top of the motherfucker. I broke his glass on there, and I forgot the 2007, but 2008, I remember being outside too. So
you remember, so after
I said 2008, 1998.
19, yeah. So after the second one, isn't that when the commercial broke? And for those who don't know, Michael Jordan and his management team, and I really credit the management team with this more so than Michael, only because he's an athlete, great business person, but I'm a salesperson and I understand how this shit goes. So the licensing agreements between Nike and I mean the money that they set up for him, was unprecedented. Unprecedented.
This guy, man.
And then they came out with the when was the song? You remember?
Like Mike.
Sometimes I dream.
That song, that's Gatorade.
That he is me.
What up, boy? Yeah.
You know, I mean, that took off automatically.
Yeah.
And they had the switch up in that video of it. I mean, to this day, there's nothing that eclipses that.
Nothing.
I mean, it was fucking amazing. I mean, they were already winning.
You know, the thing about
the
best thing about Jordan, I heard a guy say this in one of those mini videos, Come Fly With Me and all that stuff. He says this, and which is true for every entertainer and for every athlete, he's probably the best at it. He said the best thing about him is that he was always bigger than his hype.
Yes.
Like I like Mayweather. I like Mayweather. The setup, the build up for the fight is wonderful. I watched that shit and I'm disappointed.
Right.
Ever since he became money, I'm like, okay, this is crap to me.
Right.
LeBron James has let me down many a day.
Time.
I've seen him give up on the court.
Right.
Who else? Who can we name? I even saw Kobe. I saw Kobe's dope.
Oh yeah.
But they told when we moved to LA and they talk about Kobe didn't pass the ball. They had a problem with that. So Kobe kept passing the ball one game. I'm like, what are you doing? No, Mike didn't care.
Mike,
we're winning this game if you don't want to or not.
Knew he was a general, a colonel, a warrior on that court. He knew how to inspire, intimidate, motivate, manipulate, do whatever he had to do in order to get the job done. And you could see it. You could see it as a kid. I mean, I was horrible at basketball. I wrestled somewhat competently, and I played soccer because other people around me let me. But if you had any kind of athletic anything, you could see this man leading his troops. And it was not, and that's where, to me, LeBron and Kobe and others have kind of fallen short to me, because he wasn't gonna lose.
Yeah.
Even remember Utah when he damn near threw up after the thing.
Yeah.
He was already sick, and
yeah.
I mean, he was not. If he had to put the team on his back, he would do it. And that's a testament not only to him, but also, in my opinion, to Phil Jackson and the coaching team, who made sure that he didn't have to do it every night.
Well, he already that's how he was playing anyway. Like James Harden playing now. Like they're not going to win unless he scores.
Right, but what Phil did, in my opinion, is he built it out and he put tools there for Michael to use.
Right.
And that's where I think Doug Collins fell short in the recruiting and understanding how to put tools in his hand.
Right.
You know, if he'd have done that instead of just leaving him out there and saying, "You can do it." You know?
Now, what about the years that he wasn't there? Those 2 years that he wasn't there. Do you recall that? Because they almost
got there. They almost got there. And then when he came back, they almost got there again.
Yeah.
You know, so, I mean, again, I think that's a testament to the staff and the team, that the staff who put the team together, and then the team who still, even without Michael, they still did have a certain amount of drive. They still had a lot of talent.
Yeah. They won 55 games.
But it proves that they needed that general, that colonel to lead. Somebody needed to lead. And that's where Scottie, in my opinion, please, Scottie Pippen, don't kill me if you ever meet me. But that's where he wasn't quite the same as Michael, because as talented as he was, and as much as he did do in the interim, for whatever reason, I don't think his troops were as inspired by him.
I think that shit was fixed. Scottie had one of the best seasons anybody could have had. He led the team in everything.
Yes.
Points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks.
And I give him all of that, but then you gotta have your team has to produce for you.
They won 57 games without Michael Jordan.
I'm with you, but they still couldn't.
The NBA didn't want them. They cheated on that game. Dude.
Okay, wow.
Hugh Hollins apologized a year later. I did miss that call. Shut your punk ass up.
You can. All I'm saying is, if it comes down to a call by a ref, then it was. This is what my coach always told me: is if it comes down to a call by a ref, you never should have let it get there.
Okay,
that's what I always
you're
heard.
a Nick. You're a closet Nick fan. Okay, that's enough of that. Just go with what I said, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? All right. Last. In conclusion. We got about a certain amount of seconds left. We're going to talk about this. Bulls in the 90s, man.
Yeah.
If the Bulls won 91, 92, 93.
Yeah.
Jordan retires, 94, 95. The Rockets win. Then the Bulls win 86, 87, 89. 98, 97, 96, 87, 96, 96, 97, 98.
Okay.
Would they have won if Jordan would have stayed against the Rockets? Akeem Olajuwon is probably my second favorite player.
I think Jordan would have got it done.
You both of them.
I think Jordan would have got it done.
That's a rough one, brother.
But it's the intestinal fortitude. It's if you look in that man's eyes when he's talking to lesser players, God forgive me, I'm sorry, Will Perdue, Luke Longley, you're better players than I am, but lesser players in comparison to him. And you look at the job he did in terms of using them the way they needed to be used. That's a leader. That's a leader. That's a person who takes what is there and makes it into what he or she needs it to be.
I think,
in my opinion,
because I watched those games. I watched the games that they only played the Rockets twice a year. Played the Rockets twice a year. They were the hardest games the Bulls had to play. Michael Jordan said, "I'm glad we don't have to see them twice a year because they can't do nothing with Akeem Olajuwon." The Bulls never had a true center at that time. They don't still have a true center now, but I think they would split it, or Jordan, they would have had to play 7 games. And the Bulls came out on top. But it wasn't going to be easy. I see it that way.
Fair enough.
You happy?
Fair enough. That's fair.
He's like, nope.
That's fair. I disagree, but that's okay. That's all right. That's fine.
They would have figured it out, but it would have been hard. It wouldn't have been easy.
No, I don't think it would have been easy at all.
It would have been 7. It would have been 7 easy. Because they swept Shaq and them.
Yeah.
And then they went 7 with the Knicks. Yeah, they would have got him. It would have been rough, but they would have got him. I think they would have got him.
I think so too.
Yeah. Okay. Are they the greatest dynasty in NBA history?
I mean, I'm biased.
I'm very biased.
So I'm going to say yes. Because you got to look at the level of play.
Right.
And you got to look at the athleticism at the time when they won it versus the time when other people won it. And if you look at that, in my opinion, hands down, they're the best.
Yeah, defensive. I think Jordan and Pippen are the best.
Yeah.
1-2 guard forward on both sides of the ball, offensive and defensively. You can't really do nothing because they'll lock you down. Like, really. Did you see the Dream Team thing?
Yes.
What Tony Kukoc, you were talking about him?
Yeah.
Like, we would have guarded him on the bench. You don't like that, man. Nah, real, no. Man. Real, so, nah, that's it, man. Bulls in the 90s, I think greatest dynasty of all time. Y'all can talk all y'all want to about who's the greatest and best team and all this. Golden State is stacking the team with MVPs. It was Michael Jordan and this little dude named Scottie Pippen that wasn't even recruited.
No.
In college, he was the towel boy.
Yes.
And he came in and became an all-star Hall of Famer. They made that work.
Yes.
That's what the NBA was back in the day. Even it was the teams were more competitive. This shit here, I don't even know what to say about it, man. But
The Last Dance. What do you think of the show, man?
I thought it was great. I thought because I started watching it after the controversy. I got the Disney Plus, but I couldn't figure out how to log in to ESPN with all because I didn't have ESPN directly. I had it through Disney Plus. Anyway, I started watching it a little bit later. By the time I started watching it, all the controversy surrounding the show had already, started. And so when I watched, everybody's like, oh, Michael Jordan, he's not who you think he is. And I was watching like, he's exactly who I thought he was, because he's a winner, and winners are mean sometimes. That's just how it is. I mean, to me, it's stupid. It's like, what is he supposed to, like, when you miss a pass, he's supposed to come over and hug you? Like, what do you want?
Right. I'm about to say, well, it ain't like he was punching people. Wait a minute. He was punching people. He punched all the white boys, which I thought was funny. I'm like, why are you punching these white dudes?
Hey.
It just came to me.
Like that was like Steve Kerr's shining moment in sports when he stood up to him.
I stood up to him and I said, hey, from then on, I got the day shit.
I'm like, and then Phil, he kicked him out of practice. And then I'm like, wait, so basically Phil Jackson saved your life.
Jackson saved your life. Because if Steve Kerr was a dude from the streets, he'd have been outside waiting for Michael Jackson by his quarterback. Nigga, what you call me, white boy? I will fuck you up. I went to Arizona State. Go ahead, okay.
But that's winners, though, man. Winners are, and I started to write about it, but then I was like, this is too stupid to write about. I can't do it. It just surprised me the number of people who tried to make a big deal out of it, because I don't know anyone who wins as much as he did who is nice all the time. Like, it doesn't happen. Like, when you're winning, when you're in a competition, you're essentially trying to impose your will on one or more people, right? Exactly. Because they don't want to lose. No. They want to win too. So you being nice, it's not going to work.
Right.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I thought it was a great series.
Yeah, he was. I learned a lot. I knew everything about this cat. I'm not fronting, like, all them highlights I've seen, basically all of them, because especially when I watched the Bulls, probably damn near every game since he came back after that first injury. Right. I even watched him before he came back. But the hype was in before. They ain't showed none of the hoopla in Chicago when this guy was injured. Remember how Shaq is with his commercials. Michael Jordan had Chevrolet, he had some hot dog shit. He was doing everything. So I'm like, he better be good when you see me come back. They didn't show his first points when he came back. First points he came back, he dribbles, cuts through the middle of the free throw, dunk on two people and points at the audience. I was like, yo, I wanted to see that. Like, you need to, I saw it, I was like, yes, this nigga's back. It's going to take us 6 more years, but he's back.
Right.
I remember that whole 7 minutes a half thing or whatever the hell that was. And then when the 63 points, I was like, yo, this guy's not going to stop. Like, he don't understand the rules. Chicago basketball teams ain't shit. Right? Like, fuck you, I'm playing, and y'all about to see this shit. Yeah, so, he definitely put it in on them, man. He helped them discover that they can win and sell tickets. That was the thing. They were selling a lot of tickets.
Right. And I just felt like I thought it was a good series. I thought that I wanted to see some more of those Michael moments too. But from a filmmaker point of view, I thought they did a good job of trying to balance it out and not have it be all about Mike. Obviously, the bulk of it's going to be about him because if you're talking Chicago basketball, he is the main story, period. But they spaced it out rather well, I thought. All the stuff.
At first they did. At first. My uncle was like, about episode 6, it's all about that motherfucker. What the rest of the team at? Like, I want to know why Ron Harper stutter so damn much. I want to know what that is. He want to know more about that shit, dog. And to watch it and see why they broke up, that was really interesting.
Well, we knew that. I mean, that was just confirmation. I mean, the other one, like they said in the documentary, he always kept getting in his own way. He was not very well spoken. He's a person who was obviously ambitious, and it just bled off of him. He always wanted credit, and when you want credit like that, nobody wants to give it to you. So
you don't say stupid shit like he was saying. Maybe he helped bring some players here. But you don't get on the mic when they win the championship and say, players don't win, organizations do. Like, they had been together for years. Y'all had a whole bunch of heroin addicts and drunk alcoholic as well playing for y'all organization until this guy came, and he did great by drafting Scottie, getting Doug, firing Doug, putting Phil Jackson in there. Yeah, he did great. He got everybody but Michael. And that was great, but you don't turn that around like that. That is not easy to do.
That would have been like Eisenhower after World War II. Soldiers don't win wars. Generals win war. Like alliances win wars.
Made the right decision. I brought in 2 tanks instead of 1, and we won. What are you saying?
What are you talking about? Why even say like you making the money? Just go sit in your back office and shake their hands, say thank you, congratulations, and have a good time. And people will give you. People would have written all kinds of great things about him without controversy. Yeah. But he always had to say something stupid. That was the problem. I mean, God bless him. I mean, sorry he's gone, but that was the problem. He always had to say something stupid. It's like, dude, just as the city is about to thank you for what you did, you got to get up and go, but this was all me. Like, no.
and you know what? They wasn't helping it. Dumb fools were. Jordan and Pippen were not helping the movement. I'm like, I'm going to show y'all ass. Like, this is it. I don't care. Because Scottie is like taunting him from the back of the bus. Jordan is calling him short. You going to shoot with us today, man?
Yeah.
He said, we're going to lower the rim for you, whatever. You're going to get some slim fast. What the fuck he said to him? It's like, what the? You can't do that. Man, I bet he went in his locker room, went in his office and cried. Like, what the fuck? I am 60 years old, and they still making fun of me. I'm going to show them. We going to cheat Scottie out of his contract. Michael going to play without Phil. We don't want Phil back. He said he don't care if they went 82-0. He is not coming back. I'm like, shit. Who was supposed to like you after that? What did Phil Jackson do? I waited to the last episode to see exactly what Phil Jackson did. To fuck that up, to make him say that. That's crazy.
But that's the thing. That was Krause. That's how he was. That's how he was. He would come up with, and I mean, if you think about it, like I think about it, I've known people like that. Myself, like that, they just, no matter what, they won't even try to get out of their own way. And they hang on to these small little petty jealousies instead of looking at everything that they managed to gain from an interaction. They look at the 2 or 3 things that they didn't get.
Right.
And that was him. That was him. They could have kept that team together for God knows how long. It was working. Why stop it? For what?
It was working. It was working. You know? And wait a minute. Should Scottie Pippen be mad at the documentary?
About what?
He's mad at the whole thing. He said they painted him in a bad rap. I'm like, no, man, you painted yourself in a bad rap.
I didn't think he was. See, and again, I didn't read that, but I didn't think he was put in a bad rap. I mean, it's a. At the end of the day, professional sports is really nothing more than entertainment, right? That's why they get paid what they do. They get paid what they do because a lot of people watch, period. Right. If nobody watched basketball, football, that's why the professional ping pong people, they don't get $21 million a year. That doesn't happen because not as many people watch professional ping pong. So it's entertainment. It's a business. And when I watched it, I was like, yeah, of course he should do it. It's his contract. The difference is their branch of entertainment has a much shorter shelf life than others. They're more like dancers. Dancers can only do that. I don't care how great you are, you can only do it for so long. Eventually,
I was wondering. Okay, all right, go ahead. Yeah, I like the metaphor. I didn't understand it coming in, but you got me. Okay, go ahead.
But eventually those knees are going to get you, no matter what, or your back or whatever. So you have to get what you can get when you can get it. And I thought that's what he did. I mean, if he felt like it was negative, I don't know why. He was just doing what he was supposed to do.
I think he got the contract right after the first championship. It was up for a contract right after the first championship. And he just signed it. Now you can say, I'm going to wait till next year to get the max. He just signed it. So he signed like 7 years. He went 7 years with that fucking getting like $3 million, $2 million a year or something. And he was the fifth highest paid player on the team, and 121st in the whole NBA. Yeah. But Michael Jordan was getting $30 million and $36 million for 2 of those last 2 years he played.
Right. And okay, so if he's talking about that part, I don't think that made him look bad. That, to me, as a entertainer and a salesperson, I'm looking at where is his manager, where is his agent.
Thank you. That's who he should be managed.
That's where that trouble. That is that person's job to say no. This is a bad. You think Michael Jordan's agent would have let him do that?
No, the sad part is Michael Jordan went through that before that. Like, he did $3 million, but he was the best player in the league.
Right.
Like, he knew he was shortchanging Mike. So when Mike went and played baseball, he was still paying Mike his salary from the Bulls because he knew he was shortchanging him. So when it came time to upgrade that contract, they gave Jordan $30 million. Back then, that's a whole lot of money, and nobody said nothing because he knew he earned it. Scottie didn't want to wait. Scottie did $7 million for like about $20 million, whatever the hell it was. It was a weak contract. He should have waited out. That's his manager's fault. That and that 1.8 seconds. Did you see that part? I remember that shit. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not going in the game because Tony Kukoc he should be passed. But he did it like 7 times that season. Why you let him shoot the ball?
I don't know.
He did it. He did it the first game he played in the NBA because Scottie wasn't there. He did it like 5-6 times that year. Yes, do that play. Please do it. You want to win, right? Fuck. But the messed up part, the first episode, I don't know if you heard this part. I'm just going on Scottie. When the season started, the last season started, after the championship, Scottie's supposed to go to surgery. Season started, Scottie still ain't go to surgery. What does Scottie say? I ain't want to fuck up my summer. What the fuck you doing? Taking surfing lessons? Nigga, get your ass on a damn... Did the documentary make him look bad? No, he made himself look bad.
I mean, to me, that falls under the heading of games people play, right? It's a game, and by the time things that come to a head like that, you got to imagine he's been in the league for a number of years. He's hobnobbing and rubbing elbows with and is friends with and partners with the best of the best. I'm sure at some point, and this is complete speculation on my part, but in my mind, at some point, Michael's agent or manager or somebody, even if it was an attempt to try and poach him, whispered in his ear and went, dude, they are messing you around. Well, this is what I would do. This is what,
trying to get him to come on inside. Wait, hold on, though.
Hold on. Conversations.
We getting notes from the back. It's he said when they asked Scottie, would he do it again? Would he do the 1.8 second thing again? Would he sit down and let Tony? He said he will sit. Hell yeah, I'd do the same thing again. Are you fucking? You had an opportunity to mend this shit. Yeah, it's making you look bad because you made it look bad, bro.
Again, to me, I see that point of view, but to me, it falls under the head. Now, again, especially when you deal with men who are competitive, once they take an action, even if it's 10 years, 15 years ago, right? And you saw it too with what's his name? Isiah Thomas. Same thing.
We're going to go to him in a second.
Huh?
And we're going to go to him in a minute. Go ahead. We're going to talk about him. Keep going, though. What you think?
But when guys, especially really competitive guys that have a lot of ego, when they've made a decision like that, they're not going to back down. They're not going to say they were wrong. Most times, they're not. They're not. He can be sitting there going, man, I should say I'm wrong. I should say I'm wrong. Nope, I was right. I'll do it again today, right now. That's how they are. That's how they are.
This is why they used to tease you. This is why I'm upset. I used to defend Scottie. My barber hated Scottie Pippen's ass.
No, my old barber Rick would be like, oh, Isiah Thomas, real man. Joe Dumars, real man. Michael Jordan, real man. Scott Pippen, he a bitch. I'm like, damn, Johnny, I gonna play him like that, Rick.
Every time he'll say this shit. Oh man, Scottie got skills, man. I don't give a damn, me a bitch, man. You see that? When that happened, you like, see what I'm saying? See what I'm talking about? He said, proving the rights. If I bet if I watched that with him, he would tell me the exact same shit.
Again, I think you got to look at it in the context of a business and the games that people play. Because in his mind, and I think he was confident to do that because overall he felt that the team would be able to make it up, right? If it wasn't the caliber of talent that they had, if they did not have that caliber of talent on that team, then maybe he wouldn't have pulled that. But when you're with the best, you can play like that. You can. You know, you can.
Well, he felt slighted because he felt it was his turn to be the man. And it's like, okay, you set it up as it's a team effort. Now, what he said, we're more of a team than one man show. So it doesn't matter if the ball don't go to you. You know what I mean?
Right.
It doesn't matter. I think he should have been in the play. I don't think he should have took the ball out because he's supposed to take the ball out.
Right.
Yeah, but Tony should have took that shot. Tony has proven this shit through all the whole season, so why not? Crazy, man. What else? Oh, damn Pistons. Detroit Pistons, bad boy, Isiah Thomas. Man, let me. I get to voice my opinion on this.
Man, I was so.
Are you a fan of him?
He is still so strong.
What's up? Say it again.
I was amazed that the hate is still so strong.
Yeah,
it's palpable. You can see on his face. He still hates that dude today.
Yeah. Yes. He should hate him. Scottie, hold on, man. First of all, who's Isaiah's favorite player? Nobody knows because he's changed it at least 6 times throughout his whole damn career.
Right.
Man, Michael Jordan's the greatest. Oh, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Ain't nobody better than Magic. LeBron James is by far the greatest. Larry Bird is. Dude, make up your mind. So he's indecisive coming into this thing. And he thinks he can say whatever he wants to just because it's supposed to slide just because he's smiling. Dude, I'm from Chicago too. I know you on some bullshit.
He thinks that talking soft and smiling wins him. I'm like, you're mean. You're a mean guy.
And then I'm like, come on, man. I see how when he doesn't like nobody, he don't put that aside from his heart. Like he's doing commentating for the NBA. No, don't get me wrong, Krause. Don't get me wrong. Growing up, big fan of Isiah Thomas. Matter of fact, I'm kind of like Jordan, probably one of the greatest point guards in the history of basketball. Phenomenal basketball player. He don't put it aside when he's commentating if he doesn't like you. He had the nerve to say Utah Jazz would have won championships if Karl Malone wasn't on the team. The second leading scorer of all time?
How?
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't like Karl Malone because Karl Malone elbowed him in the head. That has nothing to do with him elbowing you in the head. How in the dream team, nobody wanted you on there. Why they blaming Mike not wanting him on the team?
That's what I'm saying. Now, I thought that was unfair because they did make it seem like it was Mike.
No.
And I'm like, dude, no one liked it. I remember that. No one liked this dude.
Think about
he had problems with everybody. So, and you're talking about a team that's being coached by your old coach.
And your coach said he don't want him. The coach don't want you.
Oh, Taylor?
Said, no, I don't want him to play on the team. What the hell? What you did something to him. But the thing back for Mike, they said they was picking the teams the day after that they walked off the court on the Bulls.
Okay.
So they had that image of him walking off without shaking hands. Magic Johnson called HIV virus, they asked Isiah, what, your friend, your Magic, you know if Magic's gay? He's like, I don't know what they do in LA. That's your boy. And that whole thing quoting Dennis Rodman. If Larry Bird wasn't white, he'd just be another player. Well, I think, I have to agree with Dennis about that. Smiling and shit. Man, come on, dog. Come on, man. You have to learn just be fucking quiet, dog. I don't give a fuck. Stop that smiling shit don't work. I can see through your bullshit, bro.
Why would you co-sign on something that's said by someone you know to be he's insane.
3 times. Wait a minute. 3 times MVP. 3 years in a row. Nobody's done that since this guy. Whatever, man. Okay. Isiah Thomas taking up too much damn time. Dennis Rodman. Is he crazy or not?
He's crazy.
Okay.
That's easy.
I won't need a vacation. What? He said he needed a vacation.
I like I liked about it. Dennis Rodman, when they did the Dennis Rodman, they Carmen Electra seemed like a calm suburban housewife type. Like she's like, I didn't know he had to go to practice. I didn't.
You knew he had to go to practice. How he paying for this damn hotel room? Come on, man.
That was hilarious. And Michael Jordan came out. I just hear it, and I didn't know.
I had to cover up because I always see Michael to see me naked. You know you offer Mike. No, me shut up. You know you offer Mike some of that. No, yeah, Dennis is something else, man. Then we went to doing the championship. He went to wrestle with Hulk Hogan. I forgot about that. I was busting up. I forgot about that.
That's right. Oh, what do you do? That's something else you're supposed to do today?
I get that. No problem, man. I get that. Okay, wait a minute. Note from the back. Sorry, Dennis. He had to cut you. You know, you're crazy. That's it. The producer of the show said the audio came out that Michael Jordan stated he wouldn't play with Isiah Thomas. But who's surprised by that shit?
That's not new.
They called me to ask me to play. Rob phone called me and said, Rob, I won't play with Isiah Thomas on the team. He assured me, he said, you know what? Chuck that boy, Isiah. So Isiah's not going to be a part of the team.
I'm glad that the audio came out that Mike said that, that he didn't want him on the team. I'm glad that happened. I didn't know it, but I'm glad it happened. I already thought that, and he shouldn't have wanted him on the team. I was glad he wasn't on the team. That would have just created. I mean, it looked like such a fun time. Like a lot of great people who enjoyed each other, just going to defeat.
Nobody liked this guy.
Having a good time.
None of them liked him. None of them liked him, dude. Like, why would you even want to be there?
Remember that Flintstones episode where they got they went someplace for a vacation and they were in the middle of a Boy Scout jamboree and they started all singing
2 weeks
together.
ago. Yes.
Yeah, it was like that.
Old McDonald had up. Yeah.
That wouldn't have happened. that wouldn't have. That would have been like they're all singing and a T-Rex came in and started eating some of the children. That's what
all right, before we get out of here though, man, there's one more thing that's been in the news about this. This Horace Grant. Jordan, the Jordan Rules book comes out, and right off they're like, who you think was the person who told him all that? That was Horace. Horace Grant said that. And Horace like, I did not say anything about that at all. That wasn't me. Me and Steve Smith are cool, but I didn't say it. So now, then he started talking about. Then he says this about Horace. When Horace played whack on the way on a business away game, Michael Jordan would take his food on the plane. He'll tell the students not to feed him because he ain't deserving of no food. What kind of grown? See, that he went too far with that shit. I'd be mad too. But Horace took it. Horace took those punches. And now you're talking about he want to see Mike in the alley or some shit now. Because he's embarrassed. Somebody talking shit to him. Oh, you better get Michael Jordan's ass, man. There ain't leave no more, nigga. He took his food from him.
Food. That's a shame.
Mike was hardcore, man. I wish he could be.
That's like what you call the Malcolm X film when Peter Boyle stands there. That's too much power for one man to have.
I wanted to compliment you spaghetti, and Mike took it. No meatballs on the spaghetti. You can tell the meatballs off.
You get broccoli and a half a lemon wedge.
No rebound getting motherfucker.
You don't deserve food.
You don't deserve to eat. That's sad. That's slavery. That's definitely you didn't pick enough.
He took it.
He took it though, but then he left. He got out of there.
You gotta stand. You gotta stand your ground like Steve Kerr.
That's right. You know what? He punched white dudes. Black guys probably was scared. They're like, we need our jobs. We are not going to swing at Michael Jordan. Horace Grant would be fired that day. Horace Grant would have lost his job that day. If his big ass would have smoked on Mike, he would have been, they would have sent him to the D League or some shit. That would have been it for that motherfucker.
He would have been out of the league, not just out of the Bulls. Let Stern hear about that.
Yeah, he'd been gone. Craig Hodges out in this market. Yeah, the Craig Hodges.
You swung at Michael. As a matter of fact, you know what? You're not going to stand right there. I got a gun right here. I'm just going to shoot you. I make an example of you. You can't swing it, Michael.
He would have been gone. He would have been gone. All right. This whole series, Michael Jordan was afraid that he would have been pegged as a bad person. But after seeing this, did it make you seem like did you like him more or did you like him less?
I mean, I liked him pretty much the same amount. It was fun seeing some of the behind the scenes things that I suspected, but I didn't really know, some of that old footage from them riding on the plane together and gambling and talking smack. And then again, just everything that I've ever known about winning, about, being a winner or being around winners, it's the same. Anytime somebody talks smack, anytime somebody would come up with something to say that would motivate him to do what he needed to do to put them in their place. And that's what happens, and he's a person who is not going to be beaten or defeated. He will find a way, figure out a way to win and get what he wants. And not in a cheating way. If you look at it, he didn't say, okay, we got to figure out a way to cheat. We got to figure out a way to foul more. He said, okay, I'm going to get faster. I'm going to get stronger. That's it. And, I thought it was I told my sister, I thought her kids should watch. My nephew he plays basketball and football. And I said, he should watch this. That's how you're supposed to.
I think everybody should. And I think that, what I took away from it is I can see why he was doing that to that team, especially the last one, because he said it. He was like, that's the best part of the series too. Well, he said, well, first of all, they're coming into pretty much what we built, me, Scottie, and Phil Jackson. So I'm like, they have to play like we play. And it's like, you have to, either you're going to play by this or you're not. Now, that was the best part of it. Because that scene that he, at the end of the episode, he said, when he almost cried, he's like, see, I'm a competitor. And if you don't want to play that way, don't play that way. Break. I was like, oh, that's dope. Give Michael an Emmy for that part. That was dope. Amazing.
That sums it up. If you don't want to win, then don't be around winners. I mean, I've gotten that from time to time when it comes to not so much in theater, but when it comes to sales and business. I mean, I can be very competitive. I'm kind of a quiet competitor. I don't boast. I don't brag. I just get on the phone and do my thing, and you turn around and I'm top on the board. Because I think when you brag, you announce yourself and people start working up. I'll just be serious. Why are you doing that? Because I want to win. I want to be the top person. I want to make sure that I do this right. And when you care about what you're doing, when you care about the result, a lot of people who are either lazy or don't understand, they tend to put that down.
Right.
So I don't think there's anything wrong with being competitive, and I thought it was a great series.
Yeah, overall, one of the best documentaries I've ever seen. Yeah, one of the best I've ever seen. I look forward to all of them. Too bad for Scott Burrell we didn't get into that. Show's over though. That's it. Give me a handle, man. Let them know where to find you, bro.
KhristianLeslie.com is up and running now. You can also type in my name, Khristian Leslie, KhristianLeslie, in any search engine, and my website, IMDb, Facebook will pop up first all the time, every time.
Yeah, find me, Comedian Ronnie Ray, on everything on Instagram, Facebook, and what was the other one? Instagram, Facebook, what's the other one? Damn it, just type in Comedian Ronnie Ray. What's that?
Twitter.
No, that's not on Twitter. What else? Oh, YouTube, baby, YouTube. Yes, YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube page, Comedian Ronnie Ray YouTube page. This is incredible. We got stuff on there. Find me on there. And also go to the website, www.ronnieRayComedian.com. Find me on there, man. Thank you guys, man. It's good to be back again. So give him the tag, brother.
If you weren't born in Chicago.
Then
you didn't grow up shy.
Didn't grow up in Chicago. I messed it up. In the shot. God bless. We out.